Welcome back to this live streaming thing. Sorry about the last stream. I did not know how to play Luxburg for some reason. So today we're playing. Wait, hang on a second. Oh yay! Inventory I because that's awesome. Don't know why Notch did that back in the day. I think I just finished up a mining. God. I think I finished up mining last time and I just forgot to put away stuff because I was lazy. Um, so, I forgot what project I was doing. I believe I was working on, up here I have a sky bridge. Well, a sky bridge. I want to go to like a central, it's like a central tower. So, and then I would branch further over there after with more glass. I just want a tower in the middle of here, middle of this small ocean, so that I can look over the area. And there are spiders, but this little area, this should stop them because I don't think they can climb in this version yet. I mean, I don't think so. They might not be able to climb, they might be able to climb. I also hate when I do that. It means daylight, so they shouldn't cause a problem for me. And I was bad at organization in normal Minecraft, but I'm terrible with organization in this version of Minecraft. Even though the only thing that's not stackable is pretty much like pork chops, I don't think I have anything else that's non-stackable besides, the usual. Yeah. Hello, I'm Cactus Carrot, and I'm playing old Minecraft. I did this on my second channel too, so if you want to see a all full game of Minecraft, that is also offered on my second channel. Because that gameplay was terrible. I mean, I pretty much sounded dead because I did it at 3 a.m. and I'm doing this at 11 p.m. so we're improving. Okay, that shouldn't cause much of an issue. Okay. So I want to think about what I want to do because there's multiple projects I've been wanting to do. One I should probably start on is I want to make like a stable right here. I know we don't have horses yet, and animals despawn like sheep and stuff. But I want to build like some sort of stable. Just it'll exist right now, but it'll be useful later when I slowly upgrade to the newest version of Minecraft. That's my goal. And there's a lot of stuff I really can't do, but I'll try my best. Yeah, it's crazy how in the last few Minecraft updates there's been so much stuff with that's been added for customization. And I'm loving every single bit of it. In March, if I play this enough, I will probably upgrade to beta. I mean, that's my plan, to slowly upgrade. It's always raining for you. That's my goldfish, my fish tank in the background. I can't help not having that sound because the goldfish needs to live and its water needs to be filtered because it's swimming in its own piss. I mean, it's necessary. And the fish will die if it's not, if there's no filter, I believe. I mean, I could try not having a filter, but I don't want to because that could mean the demise of a fish that's lived for about 7 years. It can't be 7 years old, but I think it might be. It might just be 7 years old. The spawn rates are incredible, though. Over stuff like sheep. I'm actually able to build like you can't see it because it's a giant tower. Definitely giant, but there's like I'm building a lighthouse over there with like wood and then wool. I mean, that doesn't look good, but I mean, it looks good for the time, so for the time it'll look good. But I believe I don't have access to any of the colored wools yet. I'll have to check the changelog, but I don't think colored wool has come out yet. In my previous Minecraft world, I had like a sheep building for just putting all the different types of sheep in one little area, so I could collect all their wool colors. Not only can I not collect all their wool, all sheep's wool colors because they only come in one color, but they despawn anyway, so there's no point. There's no point in farming, which I like the more nomadic style, but I'm just willing this for aesthetic reasons right now. Alright, so since it's getting night, I'm going to be working on some of my indoor projects. Where did I leave off? Okay, I think I left off building this little hallway. There's a lot of little hallways. Everything connects to everything, like in multiple ways. So if you want to get upstairs, for example, to that chest room up there, you simply go up here, then go through here, then go through this atrocity, and then you're here. But then you can go up to the up here. There's probably gonna be something over here. You can see the tree, a little area over there. And you go down here. You arrive in this little area. Then there's a door to this room with a nether portal in it. But then there's a pointless door right here that I thought it would look cool, and I mean it looks cool. It's just right here. Like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking while building this. Like, do you really need that many ways to get places? There's also ladders all the way up here that I decided was a good idea, and not only that, there's also a way out here that I'll never use. There's a lot of ways out that I'll never use. I don't know when this stuff will come in handy. Is there anything out here? I want to be careful, because I have gotten blown up because of that. I try going out that way, I get blown up. Also, this is another way, but for some reason I thought it was a good idea to include this little, like, I think it's like a loft, because I have this in my bathroom in the basement, and I thought, why not have it in Minecraft? Despite it's not really hiding anything. I mean, there is this little stair area right here, which I could easily have made this not a double door. Like, this looks terrible. I don't know why I put double doors there. And here's another way out. It's closer to the ground. It's also way more dangerous. I don't even attempt to go out there because there's always stuff there. I haven't done a good job lighting it up. And because I'm too lazy to light everything up, I did build the sky bridge. That's one of the reasons. To check if it's safe to go out. And I pretty much lit up every single area. How did you spawn? I pretty much lit up every single area except this little area. Yeah, literally. I don't know why. I don't really use this area though. It's like this little sandy area, and I don't really even excavate there because my excavation spot is right up there for sand. So there's no reason for me to get sand here. It's too close to the water, so. So that's that way. It's a mess. This entire thing is a mess, and there's. Oh hey, we're back in the giant tree room. I believe this is gonna be my central location, for the cave house. It's not really a cave house. I've excavated it all. I didn't build this in a cave. I just dug in here. I just dug in right here. This was the initial spot. Then I somehow expanded now I expanded here and decided, you know what, this is a great area to build a tree growing room with just one tree. That's all. There's just one tree. I have gotten a lot of wood from this tree from doing this, but this is mostly for my for trees. I rarely use this for wood. I should probably make more, but it's too lazy to make more. I should, you know, I might as well make more space for more trees. That's too much effort, but let's do it anyway. And our pickaxe just dies. Loving it. Yeah, I'm having way more fun than I would building a prison on Bloxburg. I mean, it was a funny idea to start off with, but in practice, it was a terrible idea because I haven't built in Bloxburg for a while. I take a long time to build things in Bloxburg or any game. Except Minecraft, I don't really take much time to build stuff in Minecraft compared to other games. It really helps out you're in a first-person view. I mean, you are kind of in a first-person view in The Sims, in the Bloxburg, yeah. It's not really the same, though. It's not the same as just placing every single block. You just kind of, in Bloxburg, you just give money to some unknown source, then you get the thing. I mean, I'd like to craft it. That's why this place is so special, despite I kind of created this place on a whim. I thought it would be a good idea to just play older Minecraft, and then I just kind of created this place, and I'm actually liking it unironically. Well, I shouldn't say unironically, but I'm liking it more than I expected to. I mean, I had a previous world that's up to date, but I kind of like, how do I describe it? I kind of overextended my boundaries, like explored too much of the world. And I wanted to stay in this little confined space. And the project was kind of going nowhere. Like, I wanted to build a town, but it became an incoherent mess. Like, it wasn't even like Stampy's Lovely World. Like, there's some organization, despite there being, the buildings kind of seem random. But this had no place. This was almost completely random. You know, it would be a better idea to put torches on the floor, but you know, I'm gonna get rid of that anyway. There's no point. But I only have the organization of Stampy's Lovely World, which I mean, that world was inspired by Stampy's Lovely World to some extent. I think I had the wrong goals going into it. This world I really have no plans, so it's gone a lot better. Plus, I didn't really I just felt like I stopped making progress at a certain point, where I like never advanced past like the Iron Age. It wasn't really entertaining to create anymore, so I just went started this world, and it's been more entertaining. There's a lot more risk and stuff. My projects are a lot more confined. I thought I saw something out there. Okay, I saw something out there. It's a skeleton. I don't even want to mess with skeletons in this version of Minecraft. Can we not? It's better not go outside. I think this is the only area that's we actually encounter outside, because all this is just, this should be in the mountain. But I checked, and this thing goes on for quite a while. I never made a map for this place. I mean, I should draw out a map. like as a general idea, like I'll recognize stuff. For example, there's like random depressions I don't have no idea what to do with, and I stopped. Eventually, I just stopped exploring because I just want to focus on this tiny little area for now. When I upgraded to 1.2, Alpha 1.2, I did expand. I did visit some of the newer terrain. I forgot which direction it was in, but I did visit it, and I just wanted to go back here for now. I'm just trying to load up as much old chunks as possible so I could just, when I eventually get the present day Minecraft versions, I'll be able to play present day Minecraft versions but still have that old terrain, and it'll feel like I've played this for a longer time than I've actually played it. I don't know. If that made sense, it made sense. If it didn't, well, it didn't. I feel like a lot of the stuff I say just doesn't make sense. I just don't know how to convey stuff with words really well. Like when I write, that's more where I actually, when I write, that's more of how I want to talk. I mean, I try to talk like how I write, but I never do. Me writing is pretty much how I actually want to talk, but then I end up talking like this. It's fine. It's more human than my writing because my writing's kind of formal on accident. But just definitely not good at words. I mean, I'm doing better than I did in the previous stream that I just streamed. Because I just got done with homework and I was so stressed. And I am a master procrastinator. I don't feel like I'm procrastinating right now. I'm getting stuff done. Like I'm actually feeling like I'm actually getting stuff done that actually matters. I mean, even though it's not the next video, it's progress on something that also matters as much as I feel. The only reason I want to get something out is because I kind of feel guilt. Like YouTubers, a lot of YouTubers say this, but they feel guilt when they don't post, and yeah, that is true. Like I feel like I have to meet some expectation. Well, I really don't. I don't have to say anything. I could have just not said anything for months. Completely abandoned everyone. But I felt some obligation to at least do these little live streams until I have the motivation to make something. Like I pretty much do. It's procrastinating on even starting the research process. Because it's something new, and I'm not really in the place mentally to do it right now. I definitely have more motivation to do it now. Like I've actually started some research, though it's not on the next video I want to make, but it's not really, I kind of just skim over the Wikipedia article. I'm in that space, part of the research. And since I've been inactive for so long, I kind of want to make something great, but I know it won't be. I'll probably let down my expectations no matter what I do. My editing software is also pretty weird right now. Maybe it's because I haven't used it for a long time, but it feels different. And there's some actual issues I've been having with it every once in a while. I think I fixed a lot of them now. And I have been using school as a scapegoat for not posting. School is more difficult than like all my other years. But I still, of course, have free time. But I somehow end up using my free time on stuff that that really won't mean something to me. Like this means something to me. At least clearing out this little area, it'll be useful to me. I haven't played much of this world in February, so I'm probably gonna push off upgrading to beta until the end of March. I just need enough playtime in each version before upgrading a chunk up. And by next February-ish, I should probably be at the current version of Minecraft. Which I don't even know anything about 1.17. Like, I know there's a warden, and that's pretty much all I know. I don't even know much about the previous version of Minecraft. I really haven't played much of it. I mean, I have played Minecraft, but I haven't really interacted with the core content. This isn't the Never, I just never visit it. Because I'm not like trying to speedrun Minecraft or something, so I don't really do that. I pretty much stay in my like creative survival realm. The overworld, protected, just building stuff in survival. Might as well be using creative, but this is old Minecraft. I mean, you could say it's Minecraft Alpha, but this is what a lot of people would consider old Minecraft. But I think I'm using the wrong terminology. I don't know, something just sounds wrong about the way I'm saying it. So I'll just say Minecraft Alpha for now. But this is actually looking pretty good. Doing this is a lot like editing a video. Like, the process of doing it is kind of stressful at sometimes. I mean, this is not really stressful at all, but it takes a long time and it's sometimes stressful. You can have fun ways to make editing more fun. Like fun. God, my voice just does that sometimes. You can have ways to have fun editing. Anyway, once you're done with the editing process and you just see the entire thing, especially if it's like a long project, I know that feels super good. And a lot of YouTubers also feel like when doing long projects, when getting into them, they sometimes just want to start on the next project because they find something more interesting. I mean, if the outcome of a long project is usually satisfying. I mean, even if it's not a success on YouTube, I could care less. Just admiring it. I mean, my last two videos were made in less than a day. Because I'm not used to making videos that would take several weeks. I mean, that's probably the main reason I'm procrastinating it. Because I don't know what that would look like. I'm never ever spent more than one day on a video. Like, the most amount of time I've spent on a video was probably 7 hours, and half that was just subtitling it, like having little annotations at the bottom. And it was a Minecraft video about burning down, like making some hellish building for villagers. Something along those lines. It was made like probably exactly 1 year ago. That was probably the longest I've spent on a video, so 7 hours a video versus next video will probably take more than that or less than that. I mean, the last two videos took about maybe longer than it should have. It took about 2 hours probably 1.5 hours, more realistically, maybe just an hour. I don't really keep track of time, because that kind of sucks. Minecraft. So I should probably get used to making videos that take more than a day. And my last two videos I think are pretty good. I think it's just because they're different from my usual stuff. They're not gameplays, and they're not shitpost, so I feel I put them on a higher pedestal than they should be. I mean, I'd say they're pretty good. They're just missing that, extra, the extra meaning, really. I still made them on a whim, so my next video should not be followed the same way those videos did. It should actually take, at least a week. Because I could have made those videos, I could have realistically had like at least 10 videos out that were fairly good, that have I probably could have had a lot more out right now if I actually went through with, and bad words, how to describe it. That's why I don't stream, but I mentioned in my last stream too that I'm bad at words, so in this stream. But if I would have started back in July, I'd probably be further off right now. But I decided to procrastinate, so procrastination doesn't really have its pros, or maybe has some pros. I mean, procrastinating may actually leave me with, procrastination has definitely helped me figure out exactly what my next video is going to be for sure. I've had multiple ideas that I no longer want to go with. And now I have a larger plethora of ideas. Like I have plenty that I'd consider A-tier ideas. They're still feasible for me to create. Like I have 2 mega projects already in mind, even though I haven't started like a simple project. Like it's way more of a documentary than what I plan to make, and like the next video it's way more. It could probably be like a 20-minute video at least. I keep crafting more pickaxes. Don't know why I keep doing that. I like how my mind just wanders on autopilot, and I can get a good portion of this project done without even thinking about, oh, this block, am I gonna mine it? Yes, I am. I don't have to think about that. I just mine and mine, because it's a repetitive process. I could be doing this with iron tools. It's probably better if I do it with iron tools. But I always feel like I should just do it with stone, because there's more stone in the world than there is iron. I'm really conservative about my iron amount. Especially if I'm thinking about the gains I'm gonna make. Like if I'm mining with an iron pickaxe at like Y11 or Y12, well, Y11, that's what I usually aim for, but or stuff like diamonds. I think about how much gains I could potentially make from that. Like if I use an iron pickaxe now, the most that I'm gonna get is coal, and I don't really find that worth it. Like I need to be able to get a replacement, like meat replacement levels for iron. Like if I use 3 iron to make an iron pickaxe, I should get like at least 3 iron back. I should at least aim for 3 iron. But probably more. And if I don't get it, it feels like a waste of iron. If I can't get to replacement levels. And with diamonds, diamonds are harder to justify. I'll never use them to mine stone. I'll only use them to mine like obsidian, and that's about it. I won't even use it to mine like gold or even iron or even other diamonds. I always just use a stone pickaxe. I mean, not a stone, an iron pickaxe. Again, I have to justify the cost and think it out. I just have to make sure the iron is above replacement level. The reason I can justify stone is because I can easily replace the stone pickaxes. You know, wood. I have a tree right here. There's trees up there. I can grow them with saplings. They grow pretty quick. I can definitely replace these, and I can if I had I can get a brand new stone pickaxe with just mine these 3 blocks, and that's it. So it's easily replaceable. That's why I always go for it. The drawback, of course, is the speed, but the speed at which the speed doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how fast I go. And I'm just mining stone. Yes, it could be faster, but I can't justify the replacement levels, so I'll just go with the stone. Now, I was able to justify on my previous project. Like if I'm digging down to 0, like digging out a chunk, I typically justify it. If I have enough spare iron, I'm like, okay, I might find some iron eventually. Maybe enough to replace all of them. Like if I have enough spare iron, absolutely. Like I did my last world, I had a lot of spare iron. My iron did fall below replacement levels, but I justified it. Because I need to get done more quickly than with just a stone pickaxe. Like mining out all those blocks. Like 13,000 maybe. 16,000 stone blocks. Like, yes, I was gonna get off stone there. The ores didn't really matter at the goal. I mean, the only goal that mattered was getting down to 0. Or, better put, getting down to bedrock. That's a better way to put it. Oh yeah, it's 12 AM, yay. Don't know how long I've been streaming. 34 minutes. We got a decent chunk out. I don't know how many blocks have to space trees apart. It shouldn't be that many blocks. I should be able to grow like 5 trees in here. That's pretty good. Is it still nighttime? It should be day by now. Like I started this thing. Unless it's already been night and it's the next day. It might be the next day. Oh yes, sunset. I mean sunrise. This is my favorite part about this control tower I want to make in the center of this little ocean. Is watching the sunrise. And plus, I'm also going to develop a lot of stuff around this little area, and I'd just be able to watch over all of it. And that'll be nice. Plus, I can watch just skeletons burning. That's one of my favorite things. Are the trees growing back? I never collected their saplings. Oops. Got to collect their saplings. Yeah, I find it harder to get saplings from trees I cut down. Unless I destroy the leaves. But I'm not going through the process of destroying all their leaves. Why did I don't even have a sword out. Where did I put my sword? Oh, we're gonna craft a new sword. I swear I had a sword, but I actually don't know where I placed it. And that's not something you usually miss, so I'm just gonna blame Minecraft on Minecraft Alpha and causing my sword to disappear. I know there's a creeper around here. Somewhere. Okay, it better not be in here. Okay, it's not. Let's see up here. Is there anything up here? Alright, nothing. Oh, that's my landmark. That's my landmark tower. Besides that, that's also a pretty good landmark. I mean, and you could always just jump down and call it a day. And you'll end up back here at spawn. So that's another way you can get back if you're completely lost. I mean, that's why I want to stay in this small little area. I mean, I've traveled quite a distance, and by quite a distance I mean like 1,000 blocks. And I was still able to find my way back home, even without seeing any reference chunks I knew about. Or I just placed like torches along the way. Or not, because I've done both. I'm just able to find my way back somehow. Alright, so let's actually plant some trees down. Maybe I can actually get, maybe I can get some saplings from these leaves, maybe. I need to stop saying actually. There's words I say each year that I constantly repeat. Like today, this is the year of actuallys. Last year was the year of stuff like yeah and stuff, and I just say a lot of words. Oh, I'm finally getting some saplings. At the last, the saplings fall from the trees, fall from the heavens. Also, I've been ignoring chat, so hello anyone who's just joined. I've just been contending to myself. Harvesting saplings to grow more trees. Pig pushed me. I just love this. Just holding down. Oh, I love this feature. I love this feature so much. They're too dumb. They can't escape your they just can't escape. That's probably my favorite part. They're just like, oh, you punched me. Oh, you punched me. Oh, you punched me. And that's how you die. Pigs are so amazingly dumb. And this is before the chickens were smart. Like the chickens, these are now able to like be intelligent. When this version, they just let you hit them. Okay, that chicken was smart because they didn't drop anything. But usually chickens are pretty dumb in this version. But then they get all smart. Especially in the newer versions, they reach Einstein levels. Here's my excavation spot. And here's a random nether portal. It just kind of sits here. I remember exactly which YouTube videos I was watching when excavating this. I was watching a YouTuber called SunnyV2. He made a video on popular MMOs, like the Downfall, his Downfall series. So I was listening to that for the second time. I was actually listening for the second time because I usually do. Listen to his videos for like second times. Pretty good stuff. He made a video on the downfall of Stampy, but it seems like Stampy's slowly starting to rise up again. I mean, not with any new audience per se, but more his older audience. Like I haven't watched any of his recent videos, but I know he made one on RTX that got a good chunk of views. So I think he's slowly rising up again. Maybe it's too much on nostalgia. Maybe it's like too much on the nostalgia factor. I'm not so sure. I do like how Stampy has never really changed his content. Like he stated himself that he had no plans of changing his content or thumbnails. And that's just something I appreciate a lot. And now simplified thumbnails are having a comeback with people like Dream having like simplified thumbnails are just actually repetitive thumbnails now. Stampy's are pretty, not Stampy, but Dream's thumbnails are super repetitive now. I think he reached a point where you don't have to care, or maybe it's because it's his Manhunt series and he wants to maybe people don't care. I don't know. Maybe you can do as a big YouTuber. Maybe you don't have to care about the thumbnails. Maybe it's not needed that you don't need to care. Beats me. But yeah, Stampy reached 10 million subscribers a few days ago. I was surprised it took him that long, but he's finally there. I don't know what pushed him to reach over a million. I mean, over 10 million. Because I know Captain Sparkles got to 11 million because of Dream. Like, Dream gave him a shout out in a community post. And he was able to get to 11 million. But I don't know what took Stampy to 10 million. But well deserved. And that was the longest ramble I've ever had, and that was a pretty long ramble. And that's why I don't make a good streamer, kids. Just not a good streamer. I mean, that's subjective. I think I'm going too harsh on myself. But I'm not the type of person who would ever stream. Because I'm not energetic or anything. Can't really keep people's attention. Speaking of gameplay, which don't know how to get to from that topic of the gameplays, but we're getting to Roblox gameplays. Like I said in the last stream, I think it's a good. I think it was a good idea to stop making Roblox gameplays because it not only get repetitive. I really want to make content that's valuable. Like, I personally don't find my gameplays really valuable. That's my goldfish in the background, but I never really found. I realized that the gameplays, I saw them as somewhat valuable, but I didn't see them as valuable as I didn't find them as valuable as they could be. They weren't as valuable as they could be. I feel like creating more evergreen content that's like an educational sphere. Black Spike would be more worth people's time. Just my personal views. Like, I want to make content that actually challenges people. I mean, this is something, it does really challenge people that much. It's pretty much chilling down, relaxing. Not really challenging for me either. So I just want a bit more challenging stuff for everyone. Why are you playing alpha? Also press F3. Awesome. I'm just playing alpha because I am. I thought it was a good idea in December. I thought it was a good idea to go back. Decided to go back, and here we are. And now we're excavating trees. Plot for trees. For indoor use. Okay, now we should be able to. I actually don't. I don't have skylights. God, I'm saying actually so many times. Again, that's my word of the year. The autistic traits continue. This may be enough. 1, 2, 3, go. Should be enough blocks. Or not. Well, I don't have any more saplings in here. I get at least one from this tree. I mean, it's not like it's gonna grow up. I don't think it can grow inside. I really just want. I don't want to make another skylight, like in the middle of the night. Okay, good. So placing torches should work. If not, I don't know what to tell you. What's this pig doing up here? I wasn't planning to play Minecraft Alpha the entire stream, but I think I am. And let's just hope this works. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. If this is enough, these would be touching. I just have to bring it over one. Alright, this should be good. I may have to build a skylight. Yeah, I'll figure it out. If these trees don't grow, they don't grow, I'll build a skylight. If they grow, I'll build a skylight. I mean, if they grow, I won't build a skylight because there's no point. I just don't know if this tree only grew because it has skylight or not. Or if they grow only due to light level. In this version. Oh, really pathetic spider down there. Just gonna move on. Really pathetic zombie. Creeper Decid. And, yes, fences that don't connect. Always annoys me every single time. I mean, this is why we can't have nice... How adamant is this spider today? Okay, yeah, I might go out and hit it. Yep, that's what you get for... And that's what the spider gets. Predictable outcome much. Predictable outcome much. Let's see what's going on in Mobville. I like how there's only mobs around the areas I put light. Kidding me? Okay. So that creeper's not attracted to me, but the spider was through the glass. That does make sense. I really want to see if this wall works, though. I really want to see if it works. You follow me? What a joke over creeper. Yo, I think those type of creepers, they failed Monster School. That's what I view them as. If you're thinking of mobs having to pass Monster School to be monsters. Boy, those videos were good though. Before it was absolutely ruined by, I don't even know what Monster School is anymore. It's pretty much ride the newest trend and make content just just stupid content. That aims for a young fan base. That doesn't it's dumb content that you don't have to use your brain to think. It's just not as good as old Monster School, made by Willcraft. Oh, I actually made a video about this, about how Monster School went downhill on Wyomis. It was a weird standout video, but I made a video about how Monster School went downhill. I did a better job of explaining it than I did just now, because I don't do a good job of explaining things during streams. So if you want to see it, that it exists. I just forgot what I titled it. You just have to scroll down a bit. All you have to know is that Monster School is falling downhill from what Willcraft used to make. Like those, I think it was like 10 videos. Those are just golden. And then a bunch of like shitty channels just saw that and thought 40 something million views. Let's take advantage of that. And they took advantage of that. And they ruined a good idea. Since Willcraft stopped making Monster School for whatever reason, I forgot what the reason was. It might be related to his depression. You might want to watch Willcraft's explanation, because I'm not Willcraft and I haven't even watched the reference material for a long time. I only count the Willcraft ones as canon. Stillcraft I think did a good job too, but anything after that's just dog shit. And now it's pretty much unrecognizable. You know, I so badly wish I could make it I could create my own Monster School and take it back to its good old days, or make it even better. Or I wish someone else could do that, because I'm too lazy to animate. But Monster School deserves the justice. It really does. Hashtag justice for Monster School. Bring it back to its glory days. Like, if you think about it too, there was a reason for them to be monstrous. They went through monster-like scenarios. Well, monster-like problems that only Minecraft monsters would have to deal with. And they were hindered or succeeded. They either were hindered by or succeeded due to their unique traits as mobs. And that's something I liked about Monster School. Now, it doesn't really matter. It plays too much in the stereotypes. I mean, Willcraft, Monster School did play in the mob stereotypes. I feel like now they didn't give a shit about the mob stereotypes. It's just whatever trend you can put in. That's pretty much it. Like when a way I think about cartoons is, if I have like a non-human, do they have problems that only this animal or this thing, would it be unique to, like, sea creatures, for example, for SpongeBob? Do they go through unique problems that involve them being sea creatures? And yes, they do. So there's a reason that they're sea creatures. They go through sea creature-like problems. The Monster School monsters went through Minecraft monster-related problems. And now that aspect is missing, even though it did fall in the stereotypes. And I'd probably remove some of them if I was making my own Monster School. But I'd keep in the absolute limitations And but other than that, you know, I'd probably avoid the stereotypes for mobs, but other than that. And Willcraft did a pretty good job. So that's my ramble. But Monster School has gone downhill. And about the whole stereotype things, I didn't explain it the best I could, but maybe hopefully it made sense. Maybe what I'm referring to is how the monsters in Monster School go for uniquely Minecraft columns. But that's not exactly true. Like, you don't see the type of acrobatics they were going through in that one acrobatics episode in the actual Minecraft game. So maybe that's not what I'm referring to then. It's more of like their limitations, like Enderman, water limitations, stuff like that. Okay, that's what I'm referring to. Maybe that explains it better. Let's go outside instead of talking about Monster School. Oh, I don't have my sound on, so I really can't hear if something's behind me. And creepers don't make much sound. So I just had to be more aware of my situations. I think this is the direction I explored in. I'm not quite sure. Because I know I ended up around this little body of water. Not here, but over this hill. I ended up in this body of water. Yep, it's the correct body of water. It's a body of water where that thing right there, that goes down to my mine. Yeah, that thing right there. In the center. I accidentally dug out there. I miscalculated. I think all this stuff, if I go far enough, all this stuff will be new. And by new, I mean new for 1.2. I think I want sugarcane closer to home. I mean, I'll leave one down. But I need a bit of sugarcane closer to home. I don't want to walk over my bridge. Like, I like walking over my bridge, but that's too far for sugarcane. I don't really have use for it right now. Actually, I do. Just too lazy. I'm still in the Stone Age. I progressed through Minecraft relatively slow. But I just like playing down the resources, so eventually I'll harvest them and they'll actually be useful. I don't believe I've made any changes over here. I think it stayed the same since my last tour on my writing channel. It was made around Christmas time. Wait, you can't... Oh, I forgot, you can't place sugarcane on sand in this version. Yeah, I don't think I made any changes. There were a bit of creeper explosions on this island. Was it this island or another island? Because I was trying to get a music disc, but I failed. I failed immensely, and that didn't work. So now the island has a bunch of craters on it. I think it's this island, and I have since nicknamed it the Abandoned Island, or the Tattered Island, or Pearl, or Hiroshima. Yeah, I should call it Hiroshima Island. Yep, that's explosion. That's why it's called Hiroshima Island. Because of that little explosion. Just another one. So now my goal is to just blow up this island slowly with the creepers. Wow, that's a lot of sheep. This is helpful for the lighthouse. The hardest part for my lighthouse is all obviously the wall part of it. The wood part I can get pretty easily, but even at Minecraft Alpha I have trouble getting a whole bunch of wool. But I can get more in Minecraft now than current day Minecraft. I don't know how tall I want this to be. I'll probably make it shorter than I initially thought I'd make it because of laziness. You know, I realized if I want to record professional videos, I should probably get rid of the fish tank, but I can't because my fish needs to live. Did I leave this open? Yeah, I did. I think I ran out of wood making this. Oh, I was keeping the stripe pan here too. Oh dear. Okay. There we go. That's where the missing wool piece will go. Just gonna leave it open. You know what? This thing is finally growing. It wasn't growing while I was monitoring it, but now it's growing. I eventually want that rooftop to be just covered in grass. Oh, since there's no silk touch, yeah, I have to do it the old way. I don't know why I decided. I don't know why I decided to make this tower. I think I have plans to. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just want it to be in the middle of the ocean. But why did I make this little pathway? I think I just made to make it. There's a lot of decisions I just don't know why I made it. Made those decisions. Oh, I know that's gonna be my chunk I'm gonna dig out with stone tools. Just stone tools. I'm gonna force myself to dig this out with just stone tools. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. How did a skeleton get in here? The skeleton's gonna act like he slash she doesn't detect me. But then they'll end up... Okay, now they detect me. Great. Oh, they didn't hit me, by the way. I just fell off. But... yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew the skeleton wouldn't notice me 1 second, but now they... There's no way the skeleton's gonna take a hit on me, though. I think it's just standing there just... What are you doing? Maybe you want to go further in this direction? Yeah. Yeah, I'll even help you. Oh, you still can't? You still can't? Bro, wow. Yeah. Fuck. Okay, this skeleton still out to get me. Okay, the skeleton's still out to get me. Maybe probably falling off this time. I'm probably gonna end up falling so many times I end up just losing all my health that way. That's realistically what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna lose all my health just like that. Okay, this is pathetic. I have enough to craft a bow now. What, do we have any leftover bows? Okay, just a bunch of arrows. That should work. Alright, bow time. Seriously? 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 Okay. I like how I can fire back, but you can't. Did I run out of all my arrows? I ran out of all my arrows. I thought I grabbed like 14. Okay, what happened to all my arrows? Okay, I didn't grab those 14. I was like, why did I run out of arrows so quickly? Then Cactus Carrot realized, talking in the third tense? Yeah, third tense. Then he realized that he didn't grab those 14 arrows after all. And now the skeleton's dead. And now you're... And now I'm just gonna try to hit this one. Okay, I'm just wasting all my arrows. Now I actually have... Now I only have like 4 arrows. Oh, Father Frog. Oh, hey, long time no sees. Yeah, long time no sees. I swear I'm just gonna say something on live stream. Something stupid that's in part due to my speech impediment. It'll become like some meme or something. I'll see that someday. Like my stupid slip-ups. Chicken just disappeared. Wow. I can't figure out why however people do it though. How they're actually especially streamers, how people actually um I don't understand how people are able to talk normally. It's like a mystery to me. Let's just use up our last arrow. Didn't hit, of course. So I wonder every single day how people are able to talk normally. How they're able to not mess up every single sentence. And there's a lot of days I do think about, should I be doing YouTube with my, I'm not going to say it's a condition, but with my hindered speech, should I be doing YouTube? I always think about that pretty much every single day. I did make a video about why I hate my voice. I mean, I still do, but it's more of the way I speak, the way I can't speak sometimes. So, in a sense, I still do. I still have a problem with that. But it's also my voice now, and the way I speak, the issues I make. My word choice. Okay, I think it's safe to go down now. It's been 2 years since I started the Daddy Frog joke. What video was that on? I think it was like frog games and Roblox frog games. That's when it started. Probably the best intro I've ever had with Alex Jones. I think I made a second part. I think I made a second part too. Like this year, I made a second part to that video. Like the sequel. And I also use Alex Jones with frogs. So I'm hoping that making the attitude educational videos that isn't just commenting over gameplay will do better for me with I think it was the video after the frog game one. I don't remember that, but maybe I could check back. But I think that making those educational videos, well, semi-educational videos, they're basically not going to be educational. They're just gonna have like, oh, you'll learn something. But is it really useful? I mean, that you can say that about school, but is it really useful? But mostly just jokes. I'll try to be analytical too. Okay. If you can't tell already, get like huge inspiration, a lot of inspiration from people like Internet Historian. Like, I think the way he makes his videos are both educational and, well, good. Especially the editing. I can't beat the editing. But, hopefully more edited content that isn't over gameplay will better suit me, my speaking skills. Because first of all, I'll be doing it, I'll actually be using a script, so my words will make more sense. I also have to write. I have to control my writing too, because I write too formal sometimes. Like, I've been told that I write too formal, even though it's like a shit post. I write too formally. And I write these long paragraphs out of nowhere. So don't know how to control that. I need to find like a mix between my incoherent actual speech and my overly professional, not professional, but overly using big words, paragraphs that I make. That's probably that's one of the reasons I stopped making Roblox videos, is because I need to find content that better suited. You like geography, right? Yeah, I like geography, like history and stuff like that. That little realm. I mean, I watch a few geography channels. I kind of watch channels, a huge, large variety of YouTube channels. Like I watch geography channels like Geography Now and Geography King. There's some smaller ones too that focus on like mapping. Then you got people who are like more analytical, like the Cynical Historian. You got Alternate History with like Alternate History Hub and What of Altus. You got the more comedical based history YouTubers, or not really history YouTubers, edutainment YouTubers, I like to call them. Like people like Salmonella fit in that category. But I probably like the flow of Internet Historian. I think Employment also has I bet you pay your taxes. I do. Oh wait, they're on to me. I don't. But what's a large variety of channels? Man, to really just list all the channels I watch. Yeah, I watch. Guess we have a lot of similarities. So I like the structure of people like Emplemon and Internet Historians. I like how they structured their videos, which I actually did a collab. That's a funny thing. To YouTubers, I like their structures, the structure of their videos. I've watched their collab. Exerbia also good, pretty good pacing, pretty good structuring. I mean, I fit Bill Wirtz into good structuring too. He only made like two documentaries. I don't really count him as a history YouTuber, despite him making two documentaries that he's well known for. I still count him as like a musician, with the benefit of like two history videos that combine history and. Is that full iron with only 3 armor bars? Full iron, yeah. Oh, just now YouTube's telling me that the stream's bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate. I mean, I don't care. Bitrate, smitrate. Like when I haven't been making videos, I've been studying how other YouTubers do their stuff, like how they pace their videos, how they structure it, and I'd pretty much take, I'd pretty much get inspired by like the best, the best of the best, like what I think the best structure for a video is, and what I think the best like way of comedy is. And I take those aspects and just bring them all together. I haven't really been doing anything in Minecraft, have I? I mean, at least it's one of those chillax games. Oh, and now YouTube tells me it's excellent connection instead of having an extra bit rate. So my goal is pretty much to take the best elements of my favorite YouTubers and combine them together. I want to use my editing with moderation. Like, I enjoy people who don't edit a lot, and I enjoy people who do edit a lot. I think I like some moderation because sometimes I don't want the editing to take away from the overall message. I don't want the comedy to take away from the overall message. So I have to find that in-between area, and I guess I'll figure it out by actually making videos. And I want to be analytical, but I also want to have some comedy. But I also want good pacing, so. But I also want my information to be somewhat useful for the real world. At least give people. Oh, this is cool. Give people, help people have a better understanding of the world. Wait, does the moon do that too? Okay, cool. So I do want a purpose for my content existing. And the tree did not grow. I think I might have to use a skylight. Oh, great. Fun times. I do have a channel on Odyssey, and all these live streams are just going to be sent there. Just like on my videos, I found out the live streams are also backed up on my Odyssey channel. So all live streams will not only be my unlisted live streams playlist, but they'll also be on Odyssey. So any mistakes I make are also on Odyssey. I think I might have to pay. I may have to pay to delete stuff on there. I'm not sure. Like pay just a bit of my library credits. I believe that's what they're called. I mean, it's fine though. Let's just hope that if a stream is an absolute failure, like a catastrophic failure. I mean, leave the cringy streams up. Leave the contradicting points up. Trees need light, so put them outside. My problem with that is that the purpose of this is so it's inside. I want an area that's like protected from mobs. So if I need to stay inside for all night, I can still farm my trees. I can still get wood. I think it took several days for this tree to grow, so I still have my hope. And there's plenty of light. It should meet the light level requirements. And I don't think these torches affected the way the tree grew, because the tree grew even with these lights these torches next to it. So I'm just gonna give these trees a few more days, and if they don't grow, I will make a skylight. But that tree grew inside, inside with torches surrounded by it, with a skylight. So I might want, but I know that works. Yeah, I will make a hole in the roof. That's my plan. I make a. There's no reason to make a bigger hole, because that light will just go on a different block. There's no reason. Wait. Okay, we got a tree to grow without a skylight. So it does work. Excellent. Okay, so... Okay, good job. Did I space them out correctly? Yeah, well, I think the trees can live. I think the trees can still grow with tree leaves around them. Like, I know trees eventually can grow even if a tree's planted right here. It'll just grow, destroy the leaves, and then plant it. It can still grow, even right next to a tree. So this spacing shouldn't be a problem. But now we know it can grow inside the house. I don't know how far this is to the mountain. I think I'll have to dig forever before I am able to get out of this mountain. Yeah, I'm just gonna see how far I have. I know this mountain range is pretty large. A is the first letter of the alphabet. You need to space the trees out more. I'll see how they grow right now, but if they don't grow, then I'll just space them out. But I don't think I don't think the spacing, I think the spacing is pretty adequate for the trees. You'll see for experimentation. I'll just see by myself. I mean, they grew without a hole in the roof, so they should be able to grow right next to each other. I mean, I know they can do that in modern Minecraft. And we're on the other side of the mountain. Cool. Well, I know this goes on further. Yeah, we're barely on the outside of the mountain. So we'll probably have like a skylight right here. But the mountain goes on further. So there, I got it. There's a scale of the mountain. We still have plenty of room to work with. I'm thinking I could just have like rooms that just go off of this, like branch out from this, like little hallways like this one, just branch out from this. This will look pretty neat. Originally this was supposed to go slowly up, but I'm glad I didn't do that. It just looks a lot better. I mean, it's a weird hump. I mean, it gives certain care, that's for sure. B is the second letter of the alphabet. I built this room before I continue this again. So I was like right up to here. I mined a few blocks and then I ended up in the tree room. This kind of just happened. It was unintentional. I forgot. Oh yes, there's a tree room. I thought I'd be able to just go up a bit higher and miss the tree room. Like that was my thought, but I didn't have a scale of that stuff. But this actually is pretty good. You know, I could cut the stuff, this little hump out, so you'd see the full thing. I kind of like the tree room being kind of hidden. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm running out of water. This is not my longest stream ever, but it's my second longest stream I've ever made. I usually don't stream for longer than like even 30 minutes. I'll replace those two dirt blocks with stone. Which two dirt blocks? The stream has a delay of about 20 to 30 seconds. Oh, this. I think you meant this, right? Well, if I want to keep my wood theme, I should probably replace them with wood instead of stone. I think that's what you meant. So. Yeah, I have a difficulty controlling my voice. Sorry about that. Make this like this. Maybe like this. Nah. Maybe like this. That's less noticeable. Okay, this should be better-ish. I might make all this wooden too. All this stone. Because I want to keep it consistent with all this. I'm not gonna be replacing the grass because this was like this. This was like a little, what do you call it? This kind of went into the mountain. I kind of like this, so I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna replace all the stone with like wood next to the stairs. I think I have what you got. Oh, dear God. How did this happen? This tree grew a bit too high. How does this even happen? It must have taken out my skylight. What? No, it better not have taken out my skylight. Okay, what happened? Okay, it didn't take out the skylight. Just what? Maybe it was the skylight that did that. Maybe it thought it could grow that high. Well, we have one more sapling. I don't know. I didn't even know trees could do that, so they can definitely grow next to each other if they can do that. Wait a minute to get this down. It seemed to stop at skylight. I may have to check the outside though. Okay, we finally got one. Well, we need to replace this tree too. Oh well. I'll try the outside trees. Let's grab one of the saplings that didn't grow. I just had no clue that stuff like that could happen. If it does it again, it'll be a miracle. I didn't. The funny part was I didn't even register it. Because I was like, oh, a wooden pole in the middle of this room. Why do you think it's normal? The last 3 digits on my mom's credit card is 469. Epic. Use that to buy Robux. Or mine coins. Are there any mine coins? I haven't played Pocket. I haven't played Bedrock for a while. I don't think I've ever played Bedrock. I haven't even played Bedrock. I stopped playing Minecraft Pocket Edition on my iPad, iPod, whatever. I stopped playing Minecraft Pocket Edition after, I think it was Alpha 1. Not Alpha 1. Pocket Edition Alpha 0.9.0. That was the last time I played Minecraft Pocket Edition. It's been a while. I remember not liking the Infinite World update because I always liked having that little 256 by 256 by 256 world. I always liked having that. And since it was infinite, it was no longer. I just didn't like it for whatever reason. I mean, there are still limited size worlds, but I think the part that hurt the most was the addition of biomes. Like, I like not having very obvious, predictable biomes. I like having, like, random ice lakes and stuff. I don't know, like, I could go back to play it now, but I know it's Bedrock now, it's pretty much equal to the Java edition. I may have played it a few times, but most of my playtime on it'd probably only out to like 3 hours at most. I don't know when 0.9 came out. It may have been 2016-ish. I'll have to look it up on the Minecraft wiki. I'm gonna check the snow outside. Yeah, it's very deep. Snow's. Yeah. Yeah, our street hasn't been plowed for hasn't been plowed for several weeks. I almost choked on my own spit. Well, but they haven't plowed our roads for a few weeks. All the county routes are. Like, all the county routes are just completely fucked. They are completely. There's just snow all over them. There's been snow on the county roads for weeks. They haven't plowed it. They can't. Because the temperatures have been under freezing for several weeks now. and for the past like 2 days, the temperature hasn't risen above. The temperature hasn't risen past the negatives. It's been in the negatives for like several days straight. I mean, it has been out of the negatives. It's been like 1 degree. That's probably the highest it's gotten in like the past 3 days. How is 2016 5 years ago? It's really 5 years ago. Half a decade. Well, that's incredible. Wait, those Minecraft videos I made are now 5 years old. Wow. Oh, and my oldest videos are gonna turn 6 years old. And my oldest channel is about to turn 7. Wow. I never really thought about that. And Cactus Carrot this year is gonna turn 3. Like, how have I been doing this for 3 years? And for this entire channel's existence, I've either had my driver's license or had my learner's permit. Like, I got my permit but just a few days before I created this channel. I pretty much created it like a few days after. And then yeah, all this time I've been. How is that like 2.5 years ago? I hasn't even felt like I've been driving for so long, that long. Why is Australia? Why is Australia? Why is Australia? And why does that remind me of that, half as interesting video, but Buffalo, why is Buffalo? Where I think they on April Fool's Day, or something like that, they made like an AI create the titles for their videos. That was a pretty good video. Like that's something I can see a real life, not real life lure. I have this interesting video on why is Australia. I mean, I haven't watched half as interesting for a while, just because I began to have a taste towards more either analytical content, history content, or educational content, or comedical educational content, and they didn't really fit either of the boats, so they kind of felt bland to me. I mean, they're still a pretty good channel. They just don't fit either of the boats, and that's fine. I still watch your videos, like every once in a while, like once a week. Like channels I used to watch, I think differently of them now. It's not really that, not any negative feelings, it's just my tastes have become different. I'm not like expecting more from educational content now. More than just like an oversimplified or a half as interesting. I still watch your videos on like a regular basis, so they're still a very good YouTuber. Like the channels are still pretty good YouTube channels. I still enjoy their stuff. The only educational YouTuber I used to watch that I kind of just like stopped watching and kind of have more negative leaning towards is like Thoughty2. Like their content was pretty clickbaitish and or the riddles of the world are the Thoughty2s. They've always fallen on like the clickbait side, not really edit content. I should probably do like a tier list of my YouTube channels. Like, for example, I'd probably put like Internet Historian at like S tier. F tier, I don't know how I would put into. And then an average would be like real life lore, half as interesting as the world. Like I consider those the average of the average. I never really ever liked Thoughty2. Yeah, I've always felt the same way. I mean, I used to, but I was like 13. I didn't really use my thinky brain. Like that was a time. I mean, when I was 12, I used to watch channels like The Richest. Like I would never watch that channel now. It's corporate as hell. And that's probably one of the channels I put in F tier. Never really good clickbait. Like I watch YouTubers who good clickbait all the time. So let's see our educational channels. I'd probably put like people like Tierzu at, which is a tier list channel. I'd probably put them at like A tier, probably S tier. Like they kind of teeter on it. Like Salmonella, maybe A tier, S tier leaning. There's like a few critiques, but overall good channels. The only thing for like Salmonella is that the lack of in-depthness. Like he could talk about a few more things, like add on to a few of his videos. That's my critique. But he does a pretty good job. I'm probably gonna do a tier list eventually, or just for myself. Salmon Jenga. Salmon Jenga. Is that fish Jenga? My favorite part I always think back to is turning babies into ragu. That part was good. The ragu score. Yeah, that's probably where Salmonella is. He's probably turning babies into ragu. You know, doing what's necessary for society to move forward. Like getting rid of all those children that'll probably never amount to anything. Just turning them into ragu. A consumer product. And let's see, what other topic do I want to talk about? I always think about this. How you could go through like, you can go through all of high school. You can go through all of high school. You live your life, your independent life from all other people. And then your life just suddenly like ended, like on one night. I always think about that. Like, it's a bit of a darker topic, but I always think about how much you'd have to go through only for your life to just end one night. That's some dark topic I always think about every day. Well, not every day, but every once in a while. Like, all that just to end up with that. My favorite saint is Saint Jerry the Goat Fucker. My favorite saint. What was that pope that watched horses fuck? That's a pope I respect. I think it's like the Scandalous Popes video. Another thing you have to I don't think a lot of YouTubers think about is how each subscriber is independent from each subscriber. Like, YouTubers always like, why aren't the notifications working? Ignoring the fact that people are actually people. It kind of slightly ignores the fact that people are people, have independent consciousness, may have something going on. We're not robots that just respond to your command. And that thought only struck me recently. I never really hear many people talk about it. Like, when I stopped taking YouTube seriously, I realized that. Like, why did it take me so long to realize that every single subscriber was independent from each subscriber? I feel like that's kind of sad, but... like, all those millions of people subscribe to you, for example, have independent lives, and stuff. It's just not just a number. And when you get numbers that big, even like 1,000, you can't really think of people as like, you kind of think of people as like a collective, like almost like ants in an ant farm. You never really think about the individual ants' lives. You only think about the entire colony's lives, like the colony as a whole. It doesn't matter if one ant dies, only if the colony lives on. So here's another topic to keep you up at night. Keeps me up at night. And that's what I always think about when people are always like, oh, my notifications aren't working. Yes, your notifications might not be working, but I don't know. Just a thing to think about if you're a YouTuber, especially. I always think about also how does anyone actually click or interact with YouTube ads? Or actually take part in the sponsorships? I mean, sponsorships I feel like more people would take part in. Like, some people would interact with. I'm always thinking about an advertisement's effectiveness or a sponsorship's effectiveness. Like only a small portion of people actually respond, and I've never bought a product because of a YouTube ad. Actually, I lied. Reese's did a good job at getting me to buy their product. I mean, yes, I already liked Reese's. That helped. Like, it wasn't a new product. That's probably the only reason I bought it. I was like, Reese's. Oh, they have some pretty cool ads. Genuinely cool ads. I'm gonna buy a product of theirs. Like, that's the only time I really responded to a YouTube ad. And I've never responded to a YouTube partner, sponsorship. Like, I see some channels that would be equitable, maybe people would respond out of like the thousands. Like out of 100,000, maybe 87 people respond to it, which is a good figure. But I just wonder about these sponsorships' effectiveness. Or maybe the goal is to get your brand's name out for later use, like not initially. You're not expecting like someone to initially buy your product, but eventually. When we die, how do we know the song we asked for at our funeral will be played? I wonder. There's no way to know for sure. Maybe you could get someone who's like, maybe you could hire a guy to make sure, like absolutely make sure, legally make sure, by the court of law, they need to, people need to make sure to play that funeral song. Maybe that will guarantee it to be played if you hire a guy to hold the family at gunpoint until they play the funeral song, or else they'll have their own funerals. Maybe that would work, but you'll never know. Or maybe you would know if maybe you know it depends on the religion. It depends on your belief of death. So I could care less, but let's say you believe in like a heaven or something, or in hell, and then someone else dies and goes up to heaven, and then they'll say, oh hey, you can ask them, oh hey, did they play my funeral song on Wednesday, October 2nd, 2081? That might be the day of my actual funeral. And they'll say yeah or no. So that's the way you can confirm it. I like how I'm just hitting glass and looking up, and just seeing the clouds disappear while I'm talking about just those random topics ever. How is it? Okay, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Might as well stop it. So yeah, I'm gonna be ending off the stream. See you later.